What's up? We're back at it again with another video. Welcome or welcome back. In today's video we have Gucci in the house, and if you're ready for today's video, keep on watching. Mwah! You already know the drill. Before we continue with this video, I would love for you to be part of the Steffi Glam R Us fam, so go down below and click the little red button so you can become part of it. Came through with a brand new eyeshadow palette, and I'm not going to play myself with the name. This is the name down here. Oh, fuck that. That name was way too complicated for me. So this baby is $149. I know. It's pricey. Right there with pomegranate. Right there, you know, with those eyeshadows that we know they're good. I mean, I never tried this formula. We really don't know what's up with it. It better be good for $149, man. Come on, Gucci. Come through. It's made in Italy and it has 0.31 ounces. Look at this beauty. Can we appreciate this packaging? So luxe. It's weighty. And this is inspired on different flower blooms at various time of the year. Wow, it is gold all around, and we get the nice, pretty, rosy beige from Gucci. Let me show you this pretty little thing inside. And this got soft texture shadows and high color payoff of first stroke. Highly pigmented long wear formulas, light and buildable. This is supposed to be soft to the touch, and in here we're getting 3 metallics. We get 2 satin shades and 7 matte shades. Fragrance free. Yep, it doesn't smell like anything. And this is a refillable packaging, so this is a buy one time situation. It's super easy to click out and to click in. All you gotta do is just pop it out, boom, and pop it back in. That's it. It's already available at Sephora, Saks, Bloomingdale's. I purchased mine from Sephora. They don't have the names of the shadows in the actual palette, which I don't know why they did that. They should have put it somewhere in the back. They have a lot of space to put the names on there. But I don't know, like I always like to have my names. Even if I don't use them, I like them there. Like I feel kind of lost when I don't see the names of the shadows in my palettes. But whatever. If you really want the names, I'm going to add them in my description box. And I'm going to start in this order. From this one down. And then from this one down. I got you. Because we're going to be playing with this new baby from Gucci, we have to go with the flow. I'm going to be using whatever goodies I have from Gucci. Bronzer, powder, lipstick, whatever. But I also have the primer and the foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of the foundation, but I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just a picky foundation. It's just a little bit complicated. You have to know how to work with. And I recommend you to prep your face really good and take away all that peach fuzz that you have going on before you apply this foundation. When it comes to the packaging, I think every freaking foundation should be like this. Like this packaging is just everything to me. Like this is heaven. It is glass, and the way it smells, I can be here all day. Like this is just so me. Like I'm looking for a perfume that smells just like this. Just like this. I need it in my life. This is so hydrating. Right away after you apply this primer, your face feels so soft. Let's move on to the foundation. I got the shade 220N. I'm going to be using my Jumbo Base from Sonia G. I haven't used this baby in a minute. This brush is so good. My face is breaking out and it's breaking me. Like this is so annoying. I'm going to start Accutane again. That's it. I'm set. I'm going to start again on the 27. So You guys are gonna have to deal with me again. My face might get a little dry. You guys know how that is. And let's move on into the foundation. I got the shade 220N. I'm gonna be using my Jumbo Base from Sonia G. I haven't used this brush in a minute. This is so good. And I'm gonna apply a pump right on the brush. This foundation is matte. If you have dry skin, this is not going to be your best bet. This shade might look a little light at first glance, but it's not. Plus, the shade before this one, it's not for my skin complexion or undertone. I feel that the problem of this foundation is that it sits on top of the skin and it doesn't fully blend in the skin. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it, but look, I'm gonna move the foundation around and you see how it's there, and it doesn't matter how much I blend, it's going to stay sitting there. And that's the reason why it emphasizes if you have texture. It makes everything looks a little worse. Foundation done, concealer. I set my under eyes with my pomegranate powder. And I apply a little bit of contour. I was gonna come back before my contour, but no. I was looking like a ghost, so And I used my YEUX palette. Hell no. When I'm telling you that I was white, I was white. So now I'm gonna be using my Gucci powder, and I don't use this to set my under eyes because it's a little bit shiny. Yes, but nah. It's just gonna give you like the perfect luminosity, a nice radiancy. It's just perfection. If you really look in there, you are gonna see some particles of shimmer, but you don't have to worry. They're so tiny and delicate that you're not gonna feel them or even see them on the skin. I'm just gonna run it through my whole face. The bronzer. This is the shade number 2, and this is the shade you need. This shade, it is the perfect neutral undertone. It looks so good, literally on everybody. If you don't know about Blaze of Noon from Gucci, you are living on the rock. Look at this. Just put you on, because this is a good ass lipstick. Now let's go. Let's do this, and let's put this baby on this eyes. Are you ready? With my BK Beauty 201, I'm gonna grab the mid brown. And that's gonna be my transition shade. I'm gonna apply it all over my eye. I'm gonna use it to blend those creases that I have going on right there. And I'm gonna bring it high up. I mean, the color is showing up in my eye. It is a light color. I thought it was gonna give me a little bit more pigmentation. It looks a little darker on the pen. It's this one right here. I do feel that they're a little bit powdery, and now with my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna go in with the dark brown, and I'm gonna apply on my crease. I always start all my shades on my outer V, and then I drag it to wherever I want it. I built the shit out of that brown, and it's not gonna give me no more pigmentation. This is all you're gonna get from me. I'm gonna be using this eyeliner from YEUX. It's like a purple. It's called Dim. How is it? Dim Amethyst. You see, it's purple. So that shade reminds me a little bit of this one right here. So that's a perfect match. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create a messy wing right here. Know how I do. If I'm working with shimmery shades on my outer V, I always like, and I recommend you to do the same thing, apply a liner first, and that's gonna help your shimmery shadow stick better to your outer V. With my mini booster from Sonia G, I'm gonna be grabbing this purple, and I'm gonna blend the liner. Slow circular motions, and back and forth, back and forth. Realized that this eye wasn't done. I thought it was. I'm gonna be grabbing my classic crease from Sonia G, my blending brush, and with nothing on the brush, with whatever I have left from the brown, I'm gonna be blending this edges right here. Just take this off and look how pretty that looks. Yes, I love to do this technique with the liner at the bottom of the shadow. I applied a little bit of the same liner on my waterline, and you don't need this specific liner. You can just use any purple eyeliner that you have at home, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a dark purple like this. This eye look will look stunning with a blue eyeliner on your waterline, with a light purple eyeliner on your waterline, or something like this. With my Worker Pro from Sonia G, I'm gonna be grabbing this shade right here. It's like a gray bluish shade. I'm gonna be showing you how it looks dry first. Oh my god, that have a lot of freaking pigmentation. Yo, that is, my brush is dry and it looks this blinding. I did not expect this shimmer to be this intense, this metallic, you know, this pigmented. Okay, Gucci, okay. I brought you closer. Look how stunning that looks. Yo, like, I did not wet my brush. This is straight up the pigmentation that this shimmer is giving me. All alone. No help. I have no fallout from that gray shimmer at all. Just make sure you dust your brush. And I just wet my brush. Look how much more intense it got. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't ready. No. I lower my lights because you have to see this. Look at this. This is how it looks wet, and this is how it looks dry. I love it dry. Like, it's still intense, but it's just not as intense. And this right here, honey, like, this is just so me. Like, I'm blinding you right now. I know I am. I was gonna use the same brush, but I'm not. I'm gonna use a different brush because the other one is wet, and I wanna see how this shade looks dry. So I'm gonna be using my jumbo blender from Sonia G, and let's pick up this shade. And I'm gonna apply it right here, right on the center of my lid. I'm really loving that purple. Now let me wet the brush. Let's see. Yes, it does give you way more pigmentation wet. Look how purple it looks now compared to this one. I like them both way, to be honest with you. Back with my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the brown. And I'm gonna apply it right here on top. Kind of on my brow bone. I'm not gonna bring it too high up, but I do want it right on top of the purple. Alright, babe, so we're done with the application part of this video. I hope you love the look. I do. Give me thumbs up if you do. Now it's time for my final thoughts and no BS. And what do I think about this palette? I have to confess to you that I was so ready to give this palette like a so review. Just because most of the times these luxury brands, they be tricking us, man. Like, I be tired of it. Like, they be coming out with some shit that it's like the prettiest like packaging, the prettiest shade, and then when you go ahead and like put it on your eyes, there's no pigmentation, the shadows feel like chalk, and the formulation is just not there, you know what I mean? And that's actually what I was expecting from this. But yo, this baby surprised me. I do love the shimmers way more than I love the matte. The mattes are not the creamiest matte. They are actually more on the dry side, because even though they were a little dry, they did blend in nice. They weren't patchy. They did the job. They did what they were supposed to do. So it's okay. The palette does claim to be buildable, so I can't complain about that, but I do really wish that the matte gave us more pigmentation quicker instead of, you know, building and building. But it is buildable. I mean, if you keep building the shadow, you're definitely going to get the color payoff. Packaging is really nice. It really looks serious, but at the same time, I think it's just big as hell and it's just way too bulky. For me, that I have just way too much makeup, this is going to occupy so much space that is actually going to fuck me up. In packages like this, I just like to just keep them, you know, on top of my vanity just because they look pretty. You know, they're satisfying to look at them. That's fine. I like the packaging overall. It's okay. It's pretty. But I think that there is so much, but so much waste packaging in here. Like, the shadows are just so little, and all this is just waste space. I mean, I don't know how many times are you gonna use this palette and how many looks are you gonna create with it, but I know that we're not gonna run through this palette like there's no tomorrow, and we're not gonna need no refill anytime soon. So packaging, it's super easy to clean. You can just grab a little wipey and just wipe it down, and this one didn't really get that dirty. Look, that's it. I'm happy that this baby didn't let me down. I love it. I do. And I do recommend it. I mean, if you are willing to spend $140 something on it, because I know it hurts. It is a little bit pricey, but yeah, just look at it this way. It is a collector thing. One-time situation. You're gonna buy it one time. You're never gonna buy it again. Done deal. I'm just saying. But let me know, what do you think in the comment section down below. You guys know I love chatting back and forth with you guys. Do you like it? You don't like it? Are you buying? You're not buying? Let me know. Thank you again for another great video. I love you all so damn much, to the moon and back. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope now you are considering subscribing and staying with me forever and ever. So go down below and click the little red button and make sure your notification bell is on so YouTube can notify you every time I upload new videos. Mwah! See you on the next one.